Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Hello there, my friend. How are you on this Tuesday? Hope you're doing well. I'm glad you're doing well. Where are you checking in? Where you checking in from? Hello, everybody. Welcome to my live. Hope everybody's doing well on this Tuesday. Just want to chop it up with you guys. Just relaxing. Where are you from? Welcome to the live. Welcome from England. Awesome. I'm in Colorado, great old US of A. Where's everybody checking in from? I usually talk about XRP, cryptocurrency. I agree with you, baby. And I believe it's going to happen soon, sooner than most people think. What's happening, Clint from Mississippi, the dirty South? I love Mississippi. I've been to Mississippi several times. I don't know if you're familiar with Tunica, but I've been to Tunica several times, I should say. All right, take care, Shorty. Appreciate you tuning in. How's everybody doing on this Tuesday? Congrats, baby. That's awesome. I'm gonna be honest though. I had to sell a little bit of mine because of finances. Hi, Shauna. How's everybody doing? And where are you guys from? Shreveport, Louisiana. Okay, mystery. Yeah, I'm gonna try not to sell any more. I'm just gonna have to work hard and do the best I can because it's been somewhat of a struggle. I'm not gonna lie. What's going on, Deshaun? With the doing the DoorDash food delivery is kind of slowed down quite a bit, so I'm not able to make as much money. But so far, I've been able to manage pretty decent. I'm still grateful. I've been well, Mystery. Appreciate you asking. Hope you're doing well too. I'm glad to hear that, Mystery. Mister Mystery Wolf 1000. I like that name. All right, baby. See you later. Appreciate you checking in. Have a good night. That's a great spirit animal, Mystery Wolf. Appreciate the love, guys. Appreciate you guys supporting my channel. I appreciate you subscribing, Mystery Wolf. Appreciate your support. What's going on, A Royal? Appreciate you checking in. All right, you have a good night too, Mystery Wolf. Appreciate you checking in. God bless you too. If you guys want to ask me any question, feel free. I'll try to answer it to the best of my ability. We're just on here chopping it up, making small talk. Nothing major, nothing major. Hi, Aubrey. Where are you checking in from? I'm in Colorado, by the way. Appreciate you checking in, Aubrey. Hope everybody's doing well on this Tuesday evening. If you're on the West Coast, you have more time before the day ends, of course. Did I ever tell you guys a story about when I was a little kid? We would travel down south. I'm originally from Chicago, and we would travel down south, and we didn't have a whole lot of money. And guys, I kid you not, I can actually say that we've been entertained by angels unaware. Now, this was a particular incident that happened. We were driving to Arkansas from Chicago. Of course, we would always pack a lunch, have a water, juice, baby fried chicken packed away on our journey. And we were on our journey to Arkansas. Never forget, I probably was about maybe 8 or 9 years old, sitting in the back seat. We had a family of five. It was myself in the back seat, my brother and my sister. But God bless my sister's soul. She passed away some years back, but I still me and my brother. My mother passed away as well last year, December, a couple of days before Christmas, December 23rd last year. God bless her soul. God rest her soul. But anyway, long story short, as I say, we would journey to Arkansas, and the basis of the story is that we could be entertained by angels unaware. So we were traveling to Arkansas, and one of our tires blew out. So I grew up with a praying family. My mother and father, they just put their head, kind of like just bowed their heads at their seat, and they began praying. Their eyes are closed and everything. All of a sudden, we heard a tap at the window because no one was really paying attention to our surroundings. We were just kind of like in a prayer mode. So there was a tap at the window, and there was a guy, a tall gentleman with gray hair, like a gray scraggly beard, and he had a motorcycle. Now, come on, guys, you know darn well that motorcycles make sound. So we never heard the motorcycle engine. So that's definitely an angel. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. That was an angel that was entertaining our family. So we followed the gentleman to. It was like an old rundown auto shop. The guy didn't say much of anything. He had us follow him to the old ran down auto shop. He fixed it. He swapped out the tire. The tire wasn't a brand new tire, but the tire lasted us on our journey to Arkansas and back to Chicago. And that was pretty much it. And like I said, long story short, there's been two occasions where our family has been entertained by angels unaware, and that was one of the occasions that I could remember. So it's just amazing how, of course, I believe that prayer changes things, and also even with XRP, as much as we want XRP to take off and everything, I believe it's all in God's timing and all in His control. We could talk about catalysts, we could talk about all the variations and protocols and all that good stuff. But when it's all said and done, when it's God time and God's ready to open up those floodgates, we'll just still be waiting, guys, patiently waiting. And that's just my opinion, guys. So I just wanted to share that story with you guys. I thought you guys would be entertained by that story, and it's a true story. I'm not making this stuff up. This actually it happened to me and in my family. It's a true story. I bought the hat off Amazon. Yep, Amazon. Represent XRP, of course. A Royal. Any price prediction? I know a lot of people are saying they think it's gonna get to $50 by the end of the year. My price prediction is between $15 to $25 by December, by the end of the year. That's my price prediction. What do you think will happen to XRP when Black Swan hits? Well, I believe it'll be a little bit of a pullback, but I don't believe it's going to stay too long. But I believe the stock market and cryptocurrency will be affected by the Black Swan, in my opinion. I believe it'll be a temporary pullback. It won't. It won't be. It may last 24 to 48 hours, and it's not going to drop. I still don't believe that it'll ever drop below $2. It may get close to it, but I don't think it'll ever get below $2 again. And depending on what time that happens, if it's at a substantial amount, still not going to pull back that much, in my opinion. The Black Swan event could be various things. It could be the reverse. What is it called? The reverse. It's called reverse trans something. I don't want to misquote it, but I know in Japan, like Jake Claver always says, they've loaned out a whole lot of money. Yeah, the reverse carrier trade. There you go. That's what it's called. The reverse carry trade is part of what caused the Black Swan event, and also, like as I mentioned, in Japan loaned out a lot of money, and if they want to collect on that money, that can cause a big Black Swan event. So there's a couple of things, a couple of variations that can cause that. Yeah, the reverse carry trade. Appreciate that, Ken. I was trying to think of the name of it. The reverse carry trade will cause a Black Swan event. Companies getting liquidated can cause a Black Swan event. Companies almost going bankrupt can cause a Black Swan event. Uh, Tether going bankrupt because definitely cause a Black Swan event. Or Tether being kicked out of kicked. How can I say it? Tether being what do you call it? Taken off the cryptocurrency protocol, where no one that could ever trade on Tether again can definitely cause a Black Swan event, because uh, I believe Bitcoin is being held up by Tether anyway. So if Tether goes down, it could greatly affect Bitcoin, in my opinion. Hi, JJ Jackson. What's going on, Base Amy? Yeah, this is live. I am live. Yeah, it's good to get other perspectives on XRP. If you guys haven't subscribed, I definitely appreciate you subscribing to my channel. I definitely appreciate it. Okay, Amy, I hear you. Yeah, I really believe that Bitcoin is held up by Tether, and some people think that next year the Tether will no longer exist. Appreciate you, Amy, subscribing. It definitely help you. It definitely helps support my channel. I appreciate you so much. Anybody else have any questions for me? I'm all ears. I like to know what you guys predictions on what the dollar amount is going to be before the end of the year. Ken says, in your opinion, should we just hold or put our XRP to work while waiting for a price explosion? Well, I can't really advise you on that. I mean, I believe everybody should have an exit strategy. That's for sure. To take some profit and not hold on to the very later end or whatever. Everybody should take a little profit, in my opinion. And it's definitely not financial advice, but I definitely take I plan to take a profit along the way myself. Amy says I think Bitcoin is beta test coin, and XRP is a BTC 2.0. What about you? Yeah, I agree. I agree. I believe that XRP is way much more intelligent than Bitcoin. I mean, Bitcoin is just a financial, it's just a monetary value, but XRP has an intellectual value. Okay, JJ, I'm thinking $8 to $10 by the end of the year. That's a good prediction. That sounds fair. Yours is 8 to 10. Mine is 15 to 25. And the only reason why, because I believe those spot ETFs and the Clarity Act. Let me just say it like this: if one or the other, if the Clarity Act get approved, it can go. It could definitely be 15 to 25. But if only one gets approved, maybe $15, and that's it. No higher than $15, in my opinion. Okay, Amy says I'm waiting for the flare to kick off, and will then put my XRP to work. That sounds good. I've invested in XLM, HBAR as well. I'm hoping that both of those, all three of those take off: XRP, XLM, and HBAR. I don't have a whole lot invested in XLM and HBAR, but I do have. I did purchase some both of those. JJ Jackson says I've been holding for a couple of years. Also have almost okay. I think the Clarity Act is going through just before the ETFs being approved, and that will flip the switch. Boom time. Laugh all out. Sounds great, Amy. I hope so. Hope you're right. Yeah, I got XLM and HBAR. I think those are the only three I have. I have some smaller ones. I think I have Little Pepe, but for the most part, I just have HBAR, XLM, and XRP. I have a little bit of Doge. When I say little, I mean very little. I don't. I think I might have a little X. Matter of fact, I think I have a little XDC too. That looks familiar. I don't have a whole lot, but whatever it is, you can still make money off of it. Put it like that. It's still an investment. That's for sure. I don't have any Crow though. CRO. Nope. I am located in Colorado, JJ. About an hour and a half from Denver, high in the mountains. All right, JJ, New York, East Coast. Okay. Oh, I hate to hear that, JJ. That sounds horrible. All right, Amy in Florida. You're in Florida until Friday, and then back to England. Well, hey, welcome. Well, I'm glad you got a chance to jump on here on my live and support my live and chop it up with me. Have a nice little conversation. I appreciate it. Appreciate your support. And if you haven't subscribed, guys, please support my channel by subscribing. It doesn't cost anything to hit that subscribe button and hit that like button as well. And if you'd like to be notified when I put out a video, you can always hit the notification bell. Are you welcome, Miss Amy? Big dreams. Opinion on crypto being left on exchanges. Well, I believe you'd be taking a risk. To be honest, it's very risky leaving it on exchange instead of getting a cold wallet, of course. But nothing is really secure. But they say that if you leave it on exchange, it's like you don't really own it, which I don't agree with that. I believe you own it. It just there's more stipulations as far as like when you're ready to cash out and when you're ready to sell and all that. And even sometimes when you buy it, there's some strict rules that can kind of like put them in control. They're definitely gonna be more control of it than you will be on these exchanges. Amy says, "Not your keys, not your crypto." I believe it. I believe it's your crypto. It's just you got to follow their rules in order to access it. I hear your big dreams. That sounds great, JJ. Amy says the thing is that the exchange can prevent you from moving your tokens, freeze them, etc. That'll be horrible. Sounds pretty nefarious to me. Ken says, "Do you believe in the phoenix rising from the ashes theory, meaning we have to crash before explosion?" No, I don't believe that'll happen. You can't transfer crypto onto Robinhood. Oh wow. Pleasure chatting with you too, JJ. Have a good night. Appreciate you. Yeah, these how can I say it? These exchanges can be definitely could be nefarious. So I lost all my crypto when Cryptopia went bankrupt. That's horrible. Hate to hear that, Amy. Sound like a bunch of crooks. Cheers to you, Amy. So I've recovered now. Just I'm very aware of where I hold my stuff, mainly self custody wallets. I understand. How long have I been in crypto? I haven't been in it that long. I'd say about 5 years. About 5 years. But the past year, I've gotten more serious though with XRP. When I discovered XRP, I haven't been in XRP that long actually. I have not been in XRP that long. I'm fairly new, like most of us. I've been in crypto for about 5 years, but I've only been in XRP less than a year. Actually, I haven't been in it that long. I'd be lying to you if I told you I was in it for a long time. I haven't been in XRP that long, guys. I agree with you, Amy. XRP will be number one. I agree. It's going to be life changing, guys. It's going to be. I think it's going to be the greatest wealth transfer of all time. It's going to be the greatest wealth that anyone can even be involved in. Wealth opportunity, I should say, of a lifetime, a chance of a lifetime. I believe. Sorry about that, guys. I was interrupted. You see, Amy says I got XRP when I was 17. Well, I'm sorry, when it was 17 cents, between 17 cents and 55 cents, and a little now. That's awesome, Amy. I'm happy for you. Hello, Table Rock guy, all the way from Ozark, Missouri. Missouri. Appreciate you checking in. Hope all is well with you, my friend. Anybody have any good recommendations on a good movie to watch on Netflix? I've been trying to find a good movie. Cheers, Bobby. I just can't believe how hard it has been to get people involved in XRP. Very closed off. Yeah, very true. I've talked to some of my family members and they just don't believe in it. I think it's a scam. But can't say I didn't warn them. I can't say that I didn't tell them about it. They can't say that I didn't try to tell them about it. Oh no, you were definitely early. You thought you were late in 2017. Wow, you've been at it for a while, Amy. That's awesome. Happy for you. I know one of my main focuses is to get out of debt and to never get back in debt again. If there's any kind of debt, it's going to be some type of debt that's going to make me money. If it's not making me any money, then it's not gonna be any foolish debt that I'm going to accumulate for myself. That's the whole point. It's time to be free, guys. Financial freedom. Amy says it's been a long journey, but I do feel that my longevity will pay off in the near future. I believe it will too, Amy. For sure. That's what we all here for, of course. I believe it's going to pay off for a lot of us. We're a remnant because there's a lot of people that don't believe in it, but there's a lot of us that do believe in it. But it's gonna be way more people that don't believe in it than believe in it. So I would say we're a remnant of people that believe, and we could be a blessing to so many other people as well, especially our families first. There's no reason why people should be homeless and starving out here. There's no reason. And the ones who have a heart to give back is gonna make a big impact on society. It's gonna be awesome, guys. I'm looking forward to it. I can see myself traveling in different places and helping feed the homeless, taking flights here and there. It's almost like as if it was a job. Fly to Florida, fly to Texas, fly overseas. Wherever there's a need, I would love to go and help. That's my heart. That's what I have a desire to do, to give back and not just get the wealth and just keep it all to myself. You know, I would love to be a blessing to other people. That's for sure. Amy says I'm planning on doing great things with my newfound wealth. The XRP Army are a special group of people. Amen to that. Yeah, I agree. What's going on, Clint? He says I think the longer you hold XRP, the better. I agree, man. I agree with that, man. Even if you save a little, even like everybody's situation is different. But just say you have a couple thousand, 3,000, 4,000 coins. Even if you saved 100 of it, and maybe you decided to sell the rest, and you hold on to that 100, I believe that 100. I believe that 100 coins will make you wealthy. I believe it's going to eventually get to 10,000 a coin. So of course, if you got 100, what is 100 times 10,000 is a million, I believe. I believe I'm doing the math correctly. but that's still $1 million. Of course, if you save 1,000 out of all the rest, then you're looking at $10 million. So, of course, it's better to save 1,000 over 100. But everybody, like I say, everybody's situation is different. That's why I will never give financial advice, because I'm definitely not a financial advisor. Amy says, I don't think we'll ever have to sell. We'll be able to earn from them. I agree. I believe that we should be able to take loans out and never even create a capital gains event where you have to pay taxes. I believe, of course, you got to hold on to it long enough to see that come into fruition. But I believe that there's going to be situations where you're not even going to have to sell it at all. I agree with that. I know one thing: if I'm able to sell, if I did have to sell, it would be mostly to get out of debt and have a few dollars left over to do maybe take a vacation or something like that. If I was like that desperate, when I needed to sell, but still not sell at all. Not talking about financial advice, but I'm talking about what I would do. I would, because I'm not like in super great debt. I was having about probably maybe $15,000 in debt with my car. Maybe 20. Let me just say $20,000. About 20. I'm about $20,000 in debt with my car, everything included. Pay my car off and everything and my debt, and maybe have enough left over to enjoy a vacation, and that's it. Have a little mercy fund, and let the rest ride. That's what I plan on doing. If I had to sell, of course, put money aside to pay taxes as well. That'd be a hard pill to swallow, especially if it's under a year. Because if you short term capital gains tax, I believe in most places was going to be 37%, and if you hold it over a year, it'll be like 20%. So that's a lot of darn money to be having to pay taxes. A lot of money. But like I said, everybody's situation is different. Everybody's situation is not the same. Amy, it's been great chatting with you. I'll look out for you upcoming content. No selling from me. Hey, all right, that's awesome, Amy. Look forward to talking to you another time. Take care. Appreciate you checking in. Well, guys, I'm gonna jump off here. If you guys have any more questions, I can answer them before I leave. If anybody have any questions or any comments, please feel free to do so now. I'm gonna be on here for maybe 2 or 3 more minutes, and I'm gonna sign off here, guys. I definitely appreciate you guys supporting my channel, liking and subscribing. XRP to the moon. All right, Amy. All right, Clint, you have a good night, sir. Appreciate you. All right, guys. Well, hey, I appreciate you checking in. I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. Till next time, peace.